tracker. That's where I'm joined right now by my colleague meteorologist Jason Dunning. Jason, based on your GPS positioning, it looks like you're very close to the intercoastal between the mainland and the barrier islands. Describe for us, what does it sound like right now? You've got to be getting awfully close to where some of those bigger waves are. What does it sound like outdoors right now?
Yeah, well, the overwhelming sound right here is the waves, the movement of the water. We are about, I would say, a mile from the Atlantic Ocean. We're at the Fort Pierce Inlet, and we started driving away from the Atlantic, and we saw this scene that I think really illustrates the power of the water with these tropical systems. Even though you might have a storm like Dorian that is about 100 miles away, where the strongest winds are, those tropical storm force winds can go out about 140 miles. And so we found this sailboat that you can see the line out here. Hopefully you're able to see that pretty well, that it's anchored down out deeper here in the inlet, but the anchor did not obviously hold the sailboat, and so you can actually kind of see what's going on here at the bottom of the sailboat. It looks like it has been wedged into some of the sand, and it is just stuck right now. The water will come up a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see as we get closer to high tide here in about the next hour or so if we see any movement. But just to show you some of the power of the water, even here a little bit farther inland, about a mile from the Atlantic Ocean. And actually I was speaking to meteorologist Rob Duns a little while ago, Rob showed me that the wave heights out here along the coast were getting up to around 10 to 14 feet. So one of the big concerns here in Fort Pierce, number one, beach erosion, and also number two, the potential for some storm surge. The official forecast is for storm surge to perhaps get up closer to 4 feet. It all depends on how close that center gets to the coast, but they're definitely seeing some impacts here. And it looks like, and I was just checking the radar, we've got some squalls here, some of these outer feeder bands that are about to work into the Fort Pierce area. We actually have some rain beginning to come down right now. So I'll be interested to see what kind of winds we see as some of these outer squalls begin to spiral on into the Fort Pierce area. It looks like probably the worst of it here will come a little bit later this morning, closer to lunchtime. Back to you.
All right, Jason, thank you for that report there. 6:34 right now.